here, which is the Worldwide Day of Botanical Art, and then as you go through the corridor into the second gallery, that's our SSBA, Scottish Society of Botanical Arts exhibition. Thank you all for your support and also for being here this evening. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Our chairwoman, Cathy Monroe, can't be here, sadly, because she has a family bereavement. So I'm stepping up for her. So her humblest apologies, but family must come first. Botanica Scotia is the Scottish contingent for the Worldwide Botanical Art Worldwide Day. It takes place this Sunday, and there are countries from all over the world who, like us, have done their paintings, and as you go through to the second gallery, you will see a screen, and that is where the slideshow is being shown tonight. Now, you'll never have the chance to sit and watch it all, because I think it takes, how long? 4 hours. There is some fantastic botanical art on it, so it's really worthwhile a look. If you do have, an odd couple of hours once in a while, put your feet up, get yourself a nice drink, and have a look at it. You can check their YouTube channel, which is botanicalartworldwide.info. But if you just put on a web search, Botanical Art Worldwide, it'll come up with it. You may also see the one which took place 7 years ago in 2018. I think it's still online, and it is absolutely wonderful to look at as well. The reason that these Worldwide Day of Botanical Art exhibitions take place is to raise awareness of botanical art and botanical artists who try and show people how beautifully we can depict the world around us. But there's a theme for this year's, and it's heritage crops, diversity and sustainability. It has a focus on celebrating biodiversity. We have so many monocultures in the world whereby most of our food is from a very few types of plants, very few seeds. An awful lot of them can only grow with the aid of specific herbicides and pesticides. The gene pool which is available, there's somebody throwing money at me. The gene pool which is available in the heritage crops, the old crops, the ancient crops and wild crop relatives is so important, because from that we can pick up genes which can help modern crops be more resilient to pests, diseases, drought, flood, and everything else which is going on in the world today. So plants which are depicted here are really, really important, and throughout the world they have been shown, and it's a lovely thing to do. It's been quite a challenge. We don't have as many artists as we had hoped, because last year was such a rotten growing season that I know I did one particular plant whereby I only had 4 seeds which germinated, and I had a heck of a job to do the actual painting. So I'm not the only one. Lots of other people have had similar problems, and some people just couldn't do their painting that they wanted to do because they had a crop failure. It's been, really has been a shame, because if those people had been in here as well, we'd have had double the number, which would have been even better. We've had 18 artists who have contributed to this exhibition, but we've also got a second exhibition, which is the Scottish Society of Botanical Artists annual exhibition. Some of the paintings in there, people didn't manage to meet the deadline, and the ones which they might have put forward for here have gone into that one as well. And there's a lovely diversity of paintings through in the other gallery as well. In this gallery, beside each painting, there's a backstory. And it's fascinating to go around and read to choose that particular plant. I chose one which is Lady of the Weems, an apple, because I used to pass Weems Castle every day on my way to work. And it was the name. And I thought, oh, lovely. And then there's a gentleman here who furnished me with all the material for it, and it was just brilliant. I really enjoyed it. It was quite a challenge, but I've never done anything like that before, so I really did enjoy it. And I'm sure there are lots of people here in the same position. So if you have time, please have a look at the backstories. They are really good. Curating and organising an exhibition like this is not an easy task. It's quite a challenge. It takes determination and it takes know-how. We are very fortunate in the SSVA in that we have exhibition coordinator Barry Gordon, who's just going to duck down there and not distribute. Barry is super. She is on top of everything, and without her, we couldn't have done this. There's also a lot of other people in the steering committee. There's Janice Bain, Lynn Campbell, who unfortunately can't be here tonight, and Dana, who's hiding somewhere, I don't know where, Marianne Hazelwood. Marianne's been our link with the American Society of Botanical Artists, who have actually organised all of this. And she has worked like a children. You've been fantastic. Jane Parker-Clark, who is not here tonight, and Cathy Monroe, again, who can't be here tonight, and me. We've also got another person who's not a member of the Scottish Society of Botanical Artists, but without whom we couldn't have pulled all of this together, and that's Marianne's husband, Alex Hazelwood. He's done a phenomenal amount of work for us as well, and really, it's the team who've done this. We set to yesterday, and golly, was it hard work to get this done. But it's been worth every minute, and everybody pulled together, and you've all been a dream team. It's been super. It's not only our society we've got to thank. We had 4 people who did the cut to decide what was coming in here. 2 gentlemen from the Botanics, Dr. Greg Kennecker and Dr. Max Coleman, and Janice Bain and
Karen
Dalrymple, sorry. They were the group who decided which paintings were going to go forward. It's not an easy task, and everything had to be checked, and they did sterling work there. So our thanks to you folks. Max, Greg, and a gentleman called Callum Carson from the RBG were really, really helpful as well. We couldn't have done this without the help of the botanists at the Botanics. We've also got to thank Historic Buildings Trust for this lovely venue. It really has been, it's been easy to set up, and it's lovely, it's got beautiful light, it's worked well. The William Syson Foundation for their generous financial support, it's been incredibly helpful. And then our stewards who are coming in to make sure there's someone here to greet people and to welcome them. And I've forgotten Andina's daughter, who's also helping us out tonight. She's not a member. But lots of people have lent a hand, and it's wonderful. So that's all of my thanks. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Greg Kennecker, who's going to say a few words.
It is just going to be a very few words, because I think I did risk being sat down for a little bit to write them down, and you've just covered it.
Sorry.
So that means that I get the chance to say a little bit about the art itself as well, because I'm in that really privileged position of being able to sit down in a darkened room, wasn't it, down at the basement of Leith House, on a screen, a biggish screen, but a flat screen that's a bit dull and a little bit kind of lifeless and kind of sucks the soul out of the art that you're looking at. And there's a little bit of leap of faith and leap of interpretation to know what these things will look like when they're up on the wall. And they are just stupendous to see in real life. That beautiful work on composition and colour, when you've got amazing brushwork with watercolour, or really careful work with graphite as well. It's a complete privilege as a botanist to be able to work with botanical illustrators and to be able to be drawn into this as well. I can't pick out any one piece that really showcases perfectly the whole theme of the exhibition, and that's part of what's beautiful about that whole crop, wild relatives and heritage theme, is it covers, even in a small country like Scotland, such a huge array of different subject matter as well. And then add to that the other 29 countries that build up to 1,300 different images across a 4-hour global epic that is the World Science and Botanical Art exhibition. It's just astonishing to see, and I'm not sure I can say all that much more beyond a huge thank you to everybody involved. Make sure that you do have the chance to go up to Dundee as well, because I think, was it from the 13th of July through to the 27th?
Yes.
It's up as part of the kind of wider gardens exhibition up at the V&A, and it'd be great to see that in context as well. So it gives you a reason to see this exhibition twice, just a little bit further north. And the SSBA work that's through next door has that slightly wider theme. This kind of celebrates heritage crops and allied ancient crops and crop wild relatives, but we've got a wider kind of useful plants theme through in the SSBA show next door. So you'll see things that aren't necessarily just edible or useful for making into things like our flats that we have here, into fibres, but a whole host of very varied different uses for plants. And that for me is one of the things that helps us connect with plants, is being able to see them illustrated, being able to see humans work beautifully with them in different ways, but also pull out that theme of what it is that makes the plants connect with humans as useful organisms. And all these little backstories will hopefully tell you bits of these. So folks, I can say nothing more than a huge thank you to everyone involved. It's been a privilege to be asked to do this, and enjoy.